So we are right now headed off to see Diana Billings. We're going to do a bit of a follow-up interview with her. We got a couple more questions, and so I want to see if we can get them answered. Okay?
Oh, coming in too fast.
Whoa,
All right, buddy. All right, Brendan. Hi, Diana. Where are we going?
In here.
Okay, let's go. Wow, look at all that. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this thing. We're here. Hi. Hey, okay, Diana, so thank you very much for being on the podcast before. We have a couple things we want to make sure that we wrap up, because there's two questions that I totally forgot. Well, you forgot one and I forgot one, so it's not just all on me. Okay, so the first one is this. Okay, so you were telling me basically that the Shoebox is actually open doors. And they get you into places where you couldn't get before. Because on the podcast, what you had said was that you go to the churches and you talk to the pastor. So it all sounds like it lands in places that the church already is, but that's not true.
No, well, the church is there. Samaritan's Purse likes to work through the church. So they do all of their stuff. Their first aim is to work through the church. So whatever countries they go into, they work through the church in the countries with the local pastors. But there are areas of certain countries where they won't let Samaritan's Purse in. They won't let, even if it's something that's happened, like an earthquake or a hurricane or some kind of natural disaster, they don't let them in to help them with the aid for that. But shoeboxes are opening doors to allow them to come in and to help with clean water, with giving aid, with giving shelter. And so what happens is once they're able to bring those shoeboxes into those communities and to give those gifts to the children, the people in those communities are more open and more receptive to help. And so there are. When I was in Haiti, the pastor was sharing with us specifically that there were communities that they were not able to get into, but because of the shoeboxes, it opened doors, and because they were working with the children and they were bringing things for the children, it allowed them to go in and to provide shelter, to provide clean water, to provide relief work, and to share about the gospel. So it's awesome.
That is
open
huge.
doors. Yes.
It's one thing to work with the churches that are already planted. It's another thing to actually use these things to open doors.
Yes.
That's one of the best things I think about these shoeboxes, is that it's not just a shoebox to a kid. It is a shoebox to a community that opens up doors that you never had before. That's awesome.
Right, yes.
Now I do have one more question. Okay, this is important. And it's something that has bugged me, but I don't know if it bugs you. So that's the question. Okay, so dollar store junk. Okay?
Yes.
So this is, I've seen boxes, and I know don't mess with the boxes, but I've seen boxes where you walk in and you realize that they went and got a dollar store car that's made of plastic. The wheels are going to fall off. I feel bad for these kids that for the first time in forever, they get a box and it's full of stuff we would never give our kids.
Right, yes.
Because it's going to fall apart. So tell me a little bit about this dollar store situation. Should we get their stuff from the dollar store? Obviously, school supplies are great. But
yeah, school supplies are great. And we actually have a partnership with some dollar stores, like Dollar Tree. They actually have a setup come to them, and we go in, we set up the whole stand for them. So there are good things you can find in the dollar store that are not cheap. But then there are some things that, yes, that are cheap and that do fall apart. I kind of take the same stand that you do. If I'm not going to give it to my child, then why would I send it to another child and their family? No matter where they are.
Good rule. If you're not going to give it to your kid, don't give it to someone else's kid.
It's the same thing with used stuff, right? I've seen shoeboxes too that have used items in. We're constantly taking things out of the processing center that are used. And,
oh, really?
Yeah. And part of you, I mean, I feel bad because it's sometimes the children pack the boxes and the parents let the children pack the box, and they have given up something that's very important to them, that they feel like I'm giving away my car or my stuffy to another child. So, but you need to remember that we can't send used items into other countries for custom reasons as well, but we don't want to give a child something that's been used.
No.
So same thing with dollar store. If it's going to fall apart, we don't want to give them something that's going to fall apart or is not usable. But I mean, at the same time, sometimes it's all the money people have, is to buy things from the dollar store,
Yeah.
right? So if we can use our money wisely there and finding items that are good quality or that look like they're sturdy, you can still buy things at the dollar store.
Yeah.
Just kind of be careful of what you're saying.
It's amazing what you can find in the dollar store these
Like
days.
I bought, so my dad bought my son a pack of 100 cars one year from Canadian Tire, and they were like $9.99 for this big pack of cars.
Yeah.
And within a year, they were all broken, falling apart, and I just, I think we might have 2 of those cars left in our
so there you
pile,
go.
because and it was the same thing when it happened, and when those were falling apart, we're like, we're never buying this again, because it's just junk, it's just making up space, and in those countries, their ground is littered with garbage, so we don't want to send more garbage to be littering their ground, because they have no means to get rid of their garbage that we do here. So same thing when you're packing your shoe boxes, it's important to take the wrapping off, because for 2 reasons. You can fit more in your box when you take the wrapping off of things. Okay. But we don't want to send garbage that will be put on their ground that they have no means to get rid of.
What do you mean
we can get rid of here. So anything that is wrapped in. So if you buy something and it has plastic on it, cardboard on it, take the items out of it.
Well, how do you know if it's new or used then?
You look at things. You look at them when it's in the box, and if it looks used, because you can send like gently, like things that, like stuffies, for example.
Yeah.
If you have a stuffy that's been sitting on your son's bed and hasn't been used, then it's a used stuffy, but at the same time, it's not a used stuffy.
I get you.
Do you know what I mean? It's brand new.
Yep.
So
that has never occurred to me.
Yeah.
So take out the package.
Yeah, take the packaging off, because we don't look to see. There's no packaging. We just kind of look in the processing center to see if it looks used.
Yeah.
And if it looks used, then we put it in the box to get sent off to either another donation or but other than that, it will go with the box if it doesn't look used. So.
Cool. You answered the question.
Thank you so much.
I so appreciate it. Say goodbye to everybody. Bye. Look right there and say goodbye.